Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. And the Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Winton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for space, it's Burrell. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season.
There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Vanderbilt's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Ellington. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores with the first and 10. Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellington.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the the tight end. Nice job.
Off play action. Finds the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Commodores in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Up-tempo for the offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete. But that QB is lucky that was not picked up. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice, just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Trying the left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Grab near the sticks. It's Butler. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Floyd. Caught over the middle, it's Rich. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
All right, the offense wanted a first down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a 4th down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
And the Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. to the air on first down. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab on the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Barrels ahead. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Back in motion, try to clear the pick. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 17 to Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hines is back in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. The give from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, there was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
It's as if you're in GOAT in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Tompkins. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
That's caught. It's Burrell. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Dropping back, it's Floyd. A strike downfield. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's looking to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start this drive with a pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Got it behind the line. It's Tompkins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using the quick game. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On the run, it's Tompkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Commodores. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And the extra point is good.
Roughing the kick.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rich. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. To the air. It's Floyd. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
But, man, the defense really stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He'll field it close to the 50. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Floyd. Got a man, it's Butler. On the move at the 30. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Yeah, there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And everything on offense working so far, whether it's running it, throwing it. Let's get the receivers involved. With the jet sweep game, when you've got speed and you've got athleticism like they have, everything works.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Leaves it with the back, fighting off the defender. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The Commodores will line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create?
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Floyd. He's got it down the middle. Tries to crease at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game, because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Commodores are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
The sure hands. It's Cobb. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tompkins. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And on 3rd down, you run a screen. I think you're hoping to try to get the defense in a blitz, flying up the field, throw the screen right behind them. It didn't happen. They guessed wrong. Defense did a great job playing discipline, playing sound, making the play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. At the 35, he's got room. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Winton. They knock him down, but he's got enough. Cross the line and pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the pass.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Looking to throw on third. Tight end finds a soft spot, and they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he doesn't feel it cleanly. It's loose.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing the will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Bringing the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Caught close to the marker. It's Rich. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll leave it with him. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defender.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snagged out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense?
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets gets him down at the 23.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs.